somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong.
Well, to no one's surprise, Coach, it is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a peek at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gun! Detroit!
Now Jackson. Being chased out left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19. The pitch to Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby. High five. Let's go.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And now Jackson will look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Smith. A little 360. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, Smith. A dump off for Charles. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flushed out right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the Bills getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Smith, and he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Smith now on second down. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Wallace, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
To throw is Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Margus Hunt in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Out of the gun, Smith. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Nelson's first catch. Good for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Demaryius Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play here for the Bills. 67 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So they get a break there as the penalty moves them to the 5 for another 3rd and goal.
Gone!
They'll come out in the pistol. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Let's go, 15.
Smith on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Hey, on, Tiger. Yo. I said. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check, 56. Set a tone, fellas, let's set a tone. Double. Hey, turn it up. Regular. 63. Hey, back up.
A first down carry here for Charles. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Smith going underneath for Charles. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Smith now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to it. Bud Dupree in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on second down. Smith, flush to his right. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Smith. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They run it. It's Charles. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jamal Charles hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be excellent.
And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Ben, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Hey, back up.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And it's the Redskins scoring again to open up that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Jackson on first down, dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic. But usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I said,
To throw again, Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Jackson forced out to his left. Open space inside the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Shakes off the sack. Being chased out left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Here's Smith, a dump off for Charles. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Margus Hunt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, here's second and 11.
Leopard! Gun! Detroit! Gun!
Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And his pass incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Hut!
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Again, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Gun!
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Back to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So for Buffalo, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Miami, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.